Welcome to ATB TV. I'm Darren Dance here with Peter Morgandy on this humid Friday morning, Peter.
Very humid, Darren. I think there's rain in the air.
The rain's on the way, and I think the wind's blowing the flies down from Donald from last Sunday.
A few up there?
Mate, the flies, unbelievable.
Yeah, they're about once that wind drops off.
Yeah,
so,
it's that time of year, isn't it?
So it's still warm. We'll be about 24 or 5 degrees at the moment, I reckon.
Yeah,
but,
she's warm.
We could, 12 months ago, Darren, Penzhurst Cup, we won with an Irishman, and similar type of weather building up that was, and it ended up being a lightning show. I think it was.
Were you there?
No. I know where you go with this. I was at A watching, but there's someone that was there that then wasn't there for the cup.
Yeah, drove all the way down from New South Wales. The lightning struck. He thought, nah, this will be abandoned. Hopped in the car, drove home. They raced the race 40 minutes later and we won the cup.
Won the cup, yeah.
And that bloke's never been heard of since.
Bo Hay.
Haven't heard of him.
Heavy 10 and Irishman.
That's it. Yeah.
Back-to-back cups, wasn't it?
It's hard to believe it's a year ago.
Gone quick. So, yeah, they race tomorrow. Another small field. And our nemesis, or the horse we defeated, is there trying to win the race. Never again.
Never again.
Which we had a bit to do with.
Mate, he's had more runs than you.
He's had about 30 starts this year.
Well, he's rising 10, so I suppose we've got to serve it up to him.
Yeah, he ran place again at Benalla the other day and a place at Seymour, so he's earning a check.
So how many runs we have last week?
We had half a dozen.
Righto, where do we start?
Mixed fortunes, especially the first one we're going to talk about.
Should have won?
Probably should have won.
Probably should have won.
Jockey said that.
Yep.
Serious statement.
You're blaming the jockey, or you're just blaming bad luck?
Well, bad luck.
I'm blaming the jockey, but not the jockey on our horse.
No, the one on the leader. If there was fresh paint on the rail, he would have had a white shoe. He would have had a white left-hand side. Brad was lucky to stay on. I thought at one stage we were going to tip over here. So I think it was about the 200-metre mark. He was going to come to the outside.
Seymour.
Horse drifted off.
Serious statement. Sabasani, he wasn't happy.
No. Horse drifted off. Looked like the run was there, and then the horse decided to go back to the rail.
Shut him out.
And we finished 5th, beaten 1.15. Did protest.
Didn't get the protest, and he never got suspended.
Can't work that out.
Oh well.
Yeah, but
at least she's racing well.
Yeah, and he rode a lot like up until that stage. She travelled beautifully into the race, and there was actually a margin.
The way you're talking, you must have had back there.
No,
I already had money on it.
I had a little multi.
Here we go. I can always tell, viewers. I can always tell when he's had money on.
Only a little multi. At the time of the interference, there was a little gap back to third, and I thought, oh shit, this gets around this horse, we're home. But anyway, at the end of the race, there was 5 of them across the track, and she was the unluckiest one of the 5.
Yep, was noted by all.
Could back up, or you're saying
might be winning next week.
Wednesday. The rider changed, but not because of anything else.
Just weight, I think.
Just weight, yeah. 2 Bay Shore, Caulfield. Saturday, Craig Williams on, beaten 3.1, ran 6th. What were your thoughts? The way I mentioned, when they rise so quickly in grade and weight, I just worry. I thought he still ran okay.
He ran fine.
Yeah.
Just very hard to make ground, wasn't it?
Yeah. Oh, that was the other thing.
I mean, just everything was in the first 3 he ran, and there was 1 or 2 that ran on later in the day. But geez, it was biased. I don't know. It's disappointing on a Group 1 day to have such a biased track. I don't know why we have these biased tracks in Victoria. I think we just need, like you said before, 2 inches of rain.
Yeah.
And even it all up again.
I think what happened, we come from winter, where they're all fine because they're wet. Then we get into a drying bit, and then they've got to put water on, and it's not even.
I don't know.
And then, but yeah, the rail movements and all that as well, but
couldn't make ground. His run was okay, but he was a little bit dour.
I was going to say, it looks like he could step out.
I think he's going straight to 2,000 at Ballarat.
Yeah, Cup Day.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
And that'll be leaders.
Mr. Williams, well, that's right. Unless it rains, it'll be hot on speed.
Yeah.
It always is, isn't it? They were there yesterday at Ballarat.
You couldn't run.
Typically, moved to Sunday now. You went to Donald, but we had runners at
started Geelong.
Mandino ran well, but unfortunately pulled up with a an issue where he's going to spend a
he bled.
bit of time on the sidelines?
Yeah, he bled. He's got a 3-month ban now.
Automatic.
He would have won. If he didn't bleed, he wins.
Yeah.
I mean, that stops you like a train.
Yeah.
It was probably his best run of his career.
Yeah, he's only got beaten a length and a bit.
Yeah, and the bleeding stopped him, no doubt. Glenn Rawdon rode him, probably rode him the best of anyone.
Been riding really well there.
Everyone's cheering, sending me texts. D. Moore rode him well. I said, well, he didn't actually ride him. He didn't actually go.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
He was like Travis Head. Couldn't get on the park.
Couldn't get on the park.
Travis Head.
Yeah.
Haven't you been watching the cricket?
Yeah.
Been on a 5-day bender.
Yeah, well...
Couldn't even make the game last
No bloody
night.
wonder. He won the World Cup for him.
He's got the red dot in his head.
Yeah.
Hey, got all the jewellery on. Couldn't play last night. We lost by a ball.
Some of the players that come home said that
Best on
the
ground.
best bet, the best bet is he won't play. There is no way he'll get up for the 2020.
Do they have to be breath tested? Anyway, Mandino unfortunately bled running second, so he's home. We'll have to make a decision on his future.
Yeah, it's a hard one,
next week, so we'll sort that out next week.
Probably would have been an easy decision if he'd had the win, but...
yeah, he should have won.
Arthurian Princess was in the same race, and she just marginally improves each time we step a bit further out and trip. She was beat probably 5 lengths, but ran 4th, beat the rest by a mile.
Jockey said she should have won.
Well, there you go. Another one. Wish they had 2 winners in the one race.
He actually said she should have won. Apparently, when it jumped, it got smashed.
Oh, that's right.
And he said the horse was actually winded.
Yeah, he said he had to
he couldn't even go.
Yeah.
He couldn't breathe, couldn't go, but recovered and then sort of made ground. He was pretty happy. He thought she'd nearly win that.
Yeah, he was adamant with that too, wasn't he?
So I think I've always thought 3rd or 4th up would be her go.
Yeah.
So let's see.
We could be at our at next on Monday with her.
Could be.
Could be, maybe.
Then Donald.
Now we had.
You know what I'm calling it? The Donald disaster.
Donald disaster. Yeah. Well.
The steak sandwiches were good though.
They're always good with Tucker and hospitality up there.
Yeah, I don't know if it was the RSL or one of them, the Rotary Club. Oh, that steak sandwich, mate. There was a queue.
There was.
Oh.
Yeah,
and the cans of beer, $6. How good's that?
Well, that's cheap.
Compared to Flemington, 15.
I was going to go 16 at Flemington.
Hey?
Ridiculous.
And a good day.
And good prize money. 70,000 their cup was worth.
Doesn't matter when you slaughter it.
Not when you're 5th. Oh, he slaughtered it.
He slaughtered it.
Rode the same way he did at bloody Geelong.
Shithouse, last on a leader's track.
But
what a spud.
You don't know that.
What a spud.
He wasn't the only spud because the other favourites sat back with him.
Spud.
No.
Archie wanted to turn him into fries.
Well, what do you do? Where do you want to...
He wanted to turn him into chips and take him to McDonald's.
Do you want my honest opinion?
Yeah, I want your honest opinion.
He didn't back up.
He didn't back up. Well, he ran on well.
Beat 3.
Can't make ground.
No
carrying
ground.
big weight. Pulled up fine.
A little bit of a thought process he didn't back up.
You know what his instructions were?
Well, not lead, surely.
No.
What?
Well, not to be last.
There was only 6 in the race.
I know.
Well, that's where you settle.
Oh, mate, he should have been 4th.
Oh, no. Too harsh on the jockey.
He's gone. He's done.
Stockdale.
I thought that truck hit the cup.
Well,
he's gone. He's done.
Can we get Group 1 Batesy back on?
I don't know who the hell Stockdale was. Where did he come from?
Gippsland.
Go back there.
Gone back with his moccasins.
Anyway, he's all right, but Johnny Allen said you can't win riding like that. And he was at his own wedding watching it. How's that? He watched it with Archie. They rang me straight after the race. He goes, I'm going to put you on speaker. I said, what for? He goes, Johnny Allen's got something to say. You can't win at Donald riding like that.
Is Johnny rode a winner this spring?
Who?
John Allen.
Is he a jockey?
Nah, look, it's just...
Anyway, that's...
what happens now? Is he... he's pulled up all right.
Going Ballarat Cup Day like everyone else.
Jeez, this would be about his 17th run this prep.
Yeah, well, he doesn't handle the wet. They reckon,
well, that's
so
a good point.
might as well just keep racing while he's racing well.
That's a good point.
But anyway, gee, look good the horse.
He is a magnificent type, isn't he?
Yeah.
Parades well.
Anyway.
And then the next thing was worse.
Oh, he got
and he
arrhythmia.
pulled up with heart arrhythmia.
Yeah,
Never heard of it until 12 months ago, and now everyone gets it.
Luxurious had it.
Oh, right, but it must have been called something else then, was it?
Yeah, arrhythmia.
Was it?
So, Axorius had it in a group race.
Yeah.
And then 10 days later he came out and won easy. So
I often hear him say,
they run
back
good.
him next start. Yeah.
So I don't know why that is, whether they have an easy run and then they're fresher. But I didn't like the look of the horse in the manning yard.
Oh, right.
He was jet black.
Yep.
It was bloody hot and humid.
Yep.
And he's walking around with his head down.
Right.
Like he was a bit distressed. And he came back very distressed.
Distressed, yeah.
But they scanned his heart on Monday and it was back in rhythm.
Right.
So
Well,
Tom said, what we're going to do with him is rather than take him where it's hot, we're going to maybe just find a race at Warrnambool.
leave him on the beach.
You know, just a
Coast.
home track,
Yep.
well watered, not get that sea breeze.
Well, over the
Because
next...
black horses don't cope with heat.
Well, that's what they say. If you hot day, don't wear a black shirt or anything.
No.
So, there's a bit on the south coast with
There's a lot of racing down there.
Colac,
A lot of Warrnambool.
Warrnambool, got 2 or 3
Croydon
meetings.
Cup, all those.
Camden and all those. So, yeah.
I just, look, I don't know, it's just one of those things, or whether he didn't handle that coming out of Warrnambool cool and then just going bang, because gee, it was humid.
Yep.
It was real beer drinking weather, Pete.
This heart...
If you had been there, you would have had 6.
6 what? An hour
Giants.
per hour.
For a bloke that doesn't drink.
This heart arrhythmia thing, they've come... often said that, you know, follow up next start. And horses that bleed, they reckon that the next prep too, sometimes...
They improve.
Because
that's holding them back. That's holding them back.
Yeah.
So we've treated it.
Once they've had the bleed, it's done, I suppose. But not that this bloke bled, but yeah.
Anyway, so that was... we had a good day though.
Yeah.
Even though the horses went no good.
Trip up to Donald's. Yeah.
Stopped at the Lexington pub on the way home for tea.
Oh, yeah.
It was the only pub open between Donald and Ballarat.
Not even anything at Avoca.
No, all shut up. So they had seafood night. So you could have just fish and chips or prawns.
At Lexington pub.
Prawns
Sunday
or
night. There
just
you go.
seafood. That was all was on the meal.
Nothing wrong with that.
Sat out on the outside and had that. Liz and I sat down with a beer and someone yells out, "G'day, Darren."
Oh, Jesus. You
can't go anywhere.
You can go and submerge yourself in the middle of a forest.
And I looked around and I thought, yep, I know you.
Who was it?
You used to work at Andrew Bobbins. Well, I thought she still was there, Prue. And she loved Shine and Dandy.
Right.
So she's not there anymore. She's working full time on quarter horses.
Oh, right.
And lives at Lexington. And she was there to get a fish and chips.
Unbelievable.
With half the town was there, the whole 25.
Well, what a great thing on a Sunday. Who wants to cook when it's warm? You can go and get fish and chips.
So we set out
smart
with a
operator,
beer,
that publican.
And the fish was good, mate. Better than Balan.
It's a long way from the sea, so we might have a little connection there to get some fresh seafood up.
Anyway, we had a nice night, and then I come home and had to feed up in the dark. That was not fun.
When you
I could hear them galloping, but I couldn't see them.
When you said Al, I was going to say Learmonth, because they're a pub renowned to put on shows.
Yeah, I didn't go. Learmonth might have been open, I don't know.
Would have been a bit later.
I was in a hurry, because I had to feed.
Right, move on. Oh, when we had Miss Brittany down, she was scratching, then she's scratching again tonight.
She's got a bit of a cold.
Bit of a cold, so we wait another day for her.
Now what?
The gong. Oh, I should have had it, shouldn't we? The gong. Detonator Jack.
Yep.
After all, where we go, what's going on?
Does anyone know what's happening with this horse? It was actually only a fluke I found out where it was, because I was trying to find out whether it was still in Sydney or whether it had been moved to Melbourne in preparation for the Ballarat Cup. And I noticed it was still at Warwick Farm. And then I saw it was nominated for the Cranbourne Cup, and I thought, well, surely we're not going there. I thought, and then Karen rang and said, look, bit of a mix-up, but...
Just found $1 million race instead.
I reckon we should go to the Gong, or otherwise I'm going to have to trial Monday for Ballarat. So we're going to go to the Gonga.
Which is at Kembla Grange.
Second favourite, $5.
The Illawarra, the Gong. $1 million. Yeah, $5. Blinkers on.
Yeah, blinkers on.
I think that's because of the 18 back to 16.
Yeah, and plus he trialled in blinkers last year.
Yeah.
And went super.
Right.
And they said, we're just going to keep these for the right race.
Well, it could have been last week or the week before.
Well, you can't go up in distance and put them on normally.
Yeah, well, that's what they say.
I think they're waiting. They've been waiting.
As soon as I thought I heard the blinkers, I thought, well, that's just that.
Did you take the $8 or are you going to take the $5s?
No, I'm not taking unders now. I don't know what I'll do now. I don't know what I'll do.
You'll take a Moldy with some sneaky trialer you've got in your black book.
I got done yesterday, Sistine Tunnel. It was very sneaky.
Leaders track couldn't win.
Yeah, got beaten by a head or something, didn't it? lead at 1.
Yeah, so Jack, the gong. Massive chance. Jason Collett stays on.
knows him well now.
1600, back to 16, blinkers on every chance.
And it's a reasonably
nice
fair
barrier.
track, Kembla Grange.
Yeah, I don't know much about it.
Yeah.
I know it's a Wollongong because I had to look it up where it was.
Oh, righto, yeah.
So it's an hour south of Sydney.
This is a bit like what Cranbourne and Ballarat, once the carnival's over, these
they run
big
around all the
provincial
bush.
tracks. Yeah, for lots of prize money. So it's the biggest race nearly in Australia tomorrow.
Yeah.
So
The gong. It's on at 4 o'clock, Pete.
The gong. We'll
Stay out of the pub till 4.
Geez, if we can win next week, I've got all my little thoughts and plans. The gong. They see them before the. Oh, you might watch the start of the World Cup cricket the other day. When Australia beat India, Ricky Ponting's there on the gong thing.
Was he?
Yeah,
No, I didn't see
start the game or a bell. Righto, Detonator Jack. Now that's all we know as confirmed runners.
Acceptors?
Yeah, Arthurian Princess and Lake Titicaca potentially at Ararat.
On Monday.
Monday.
I think like Titicaca will run.
Couldn't find much easier than Monday at Ararat.
Probably a last run for us, I would nearly think.
She's okay, but I didn't like the way she stopped quick last up, but, fourth up.
I got no comment.
And Arthurian
I
Princess.
just didn't like it full stop when I saw it.
Arthurian Princess. Oh, yeah, right. Arthurian Princess, obviously we mentioned before, she might have been a bit unlucky, getting winded.
So when's that? Monday? So that's what, 8-day backup?
Yeah, so maybe not.
Don't know.
If she comes through the run.
Well, no, and
right,
by the time you put this out.
once you get those stars up and rolling, well, you can push them around.
Well, she was
quickly.
still blowing, he said.
Right.
So
I did had a healthy blow, yeah.
He said she's still not fit.
Yep. And then that's Monday.
You know, Camelot's
Tuesday.
love it wet.
Well,
Might be handy if it
every
rains.
chance it could be raining. And then we mentioned serious statement, Bendigo. Which she's won at Bendigo and placed at Bendigo, so she'll go.
Should have won
track.
the other day. She's going there to have another go.
She's familiar with that track, and well, whoever rides, I'd say
Probably Yendall, if he wants to.
Little angry man.
Yeah, I upset him the other day at Caulfield.
We told him that he was
At the wrong track. He should have been at Dunkeld. Didn't appreciate it. Dropped a few F-bombs.
F-bombs.
Terramar got fined $4,000 for dropping the F-bomb.
Yeah, the integrity officer, wasn't it?
Yeah, he rang the integrity officer to say this bloke won't let me through here.
Oh, that's a gateman. That's
and
right.
And he goes, yeah, you're not allowed to go through there. And he goes, you got to be effing kidding me. And
Cop
4.
Cop 4.
Pretty soft, really.
No, typical. Christmas coming up. They need Christmas funds for their party. Just on
You'll not get fined for that.
Just on Dunkeld, Tom Dabenig's apprentice, female apprentice, Jordan Wedley, rode her first winner.
I saw that.
So she's ridden a lot of our horses
in work
through the trials and all that.
Loves Hasseltoff.
Yes, and speaking of trials, we had 2 in the one trial the other day.
Did we?
Both went all right.
Where? Oh, yes, I did see that.
Lakes.
Trying to keep a lid on that.
I've mentioned one name. I've mentioned one name.
Well, you know what? How many horses do you reckon I've had trial with Tom Dabenig since we've had horses there? How many would have trialled in total? 20?
Oh, more. Like, same horse, multiple
Different
times.
horse, yeah.
So,
20 trials we would have contested?
Easy.
This week was the first time he rang me straight after trial ever.
Yeah, well...
What's that tell you?
Well, it's funny because
He rang me straight away. He goes, "Oh, that went good."
I had the sheet, but they were small trials, few scratchings. They got mixed around a little bit, and I thought they were in the next trial, but they combined 5 and 6, I think it was. Anyway, I'm looking through and I'm going, there's a lot of fluoro in this trial. And then as they got closer, and then when I got the official names, it was like, gee, yeah, they trialled all right.
You'll have to keep watching to find out.
Yeah.
We'll let you know when they debut.
One better than the other, but the other wasn't too bad anyway.
Well, one will be on debut, the other one's had some runs.
Yeah, so, no. Yeah.
Promising. Tom was excited.
Interesting. So he's straight on the blower.
Straight on the phone, mate.
And with Hasseltoff, obviously we never mentioned him, but he won't be far off going around probably sometime next week. Later next week.
Yeah, I'm just trying to... He did tell me where he was going to go. He's ready to go. I think he's going to the city. I think he's going to
Caulfield. There was a race at Caulfield over 1800.
So that must be next Saturday.
Yeah, so that'll be a nice race for him.
Yep.
And next Saturday, that's zipping day.
Yes.
And he'll be in one of the benchmark races, so that's a good day to go to.
And I guess, did we mention, we probably didn't mention that Steinem's retired.
Yeah, what a good mare she'd been. Unfortunately, there was a few little issues.
Just got to the end of her life racing, and
those horses with the breathing, like, issue.
Not breathing,
but I mean palate issues or whatever.
Mainly hamstring.
Oh, was that her? But I thought she had a scope and there was.
No, a bit of mucus, but more or less hamstring.
Oh, right, there you go.
But that causes them. Like if you're running and you're sore, can you balance and breathe properly? Can you get in a rhythm?
Worst thing ever.
You know, you would know, being an extreme athlete you've been.
When I was lightning quick.
When you're running around for Carlton or Collingwood or whoever it was.
When I was lightning quick.
Did you ever have an injury?
Hamstrings.
And how did that affect your balance and breathing?
Well, I don't know about me breathing, but it affected me bloody walking and balance.
Did it affect your alcoholic intake?
No. That was the only remedy that stopped the pain. I was only too young. Wasn't drinking then.
No, so injury does cause secondary problems.
Yeah, well, that's right.
Anyway, she's off to the Chairman's in May.
Valuable mare.
Will be a valuable Frankel mare.
Group 1 place, Group 2 winner.
How much money did you lose following Dennis Lewis's tips last week?
Pretty ordinary performance.
What do you have, 10 races?
10 races.
How many winners?
He got the main race winner. What was the main race last week? Rupert Clark? No.
Yeah.
Was it? Magic Time. He found her. She was a price, but favourite, $4 or $5.
And how'd he go with the other 9?
2 or 3 placings. That's it.
So what does that tell us about his carnival tipping comp?
I'd say his wife did the tips.
They weren't his, were they?
No, it had to be his wife's.
I reckon. So I reckon we should give her the prize.
Well,
Marie, I think.
We were going to be at Meredith handing over the prize today, but
he was too embarrassed.
He said he was working, but it's got to be embarrassment.
It's too embarrassment.
Yeah.
Because we're onto him now.
So we can change it over, and Mrs. Lewis can take the prize.
She must be a good tipster.
He's sort of deceived us a bit, hasn't he?
Oh, mate, he's done. He's done.
I must admit,
done.
His email suggested that he was a hack. His own email. What a slaughter, he said.
Mate, it wasn't his fault. Lead us track, so. Yeah. Dennis, don't bother sending your tips in this week.
Yeah, we'll go with a blank sheet.
We'll throw darts at him. We'll do better.
Fill in the gaps yourself. Yeah, for old
anyway, good on him. Anyway, we'll catch up with you, Dennis.
At least he had a crack.
Yeah.
He had a crack.
He honoured his commitment.
Yeah.
All right, anything else?
No, I don't think so.
Spoke to David Dunson last night.
How's Dave going?
Yeah, well, he had that nasty accident on the farm, and he sounded pretty good. He was on for a good chat.
Still in hospital?
No, he's home. He's actually doing a bit of work, not at the farm, but a bit of consulting.
Right.
But just struggling to get around with his back.
Yeah.
With the, at his age, trying to recover and heal. Instead of 2 months like you and I'd heal, it'll take him 6.
Lucky man, actually.
He's got a good nurse, though.
Karen?
Yeah. He said she's a little bit slow to deliver, but not too bad. You know, he rings the bell. He rings the bell.
The gong.
Yeah.
The gong.
And she does turn up with whatever he asks for.
Right.
But just takes... His only criticism was she's just a bit slow at getting the delivery. Wouldn't get a job at Domino's, he said.
I think you're in trouble. I think you're in trouble.
No, that's what he said. That's what he said.
Just passing it on, righto.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Very good.
Nothing else. Where are you going today?
We home, put this together. And then got Marley at home. Another curriculum day. Those teachers, fair dinkum.
Do they actually teach? They don't teach.
I don't know.
It's like childcare.
Jonah actually went to school today. Oh, he's been the last 2 days.
Really?
Because he finished. Now they go for 2 days in their next year.
Oh,
so he's
what year is he up to?
Year 11 for 2 days. Yeah, I know. Wow,
then he's off to uni. He'll do 5 years, 8 years at uni.
Good.
You have to pay for it.
No, but can.
Anyway, I just want you to remember.
I have to find a quaddie.
I want to give you some advice because I'm such an expert on raising children and looking after children, given that Liz and I don't have any children.
All right.
My mate gave me the best advice ever.
Mate's advice, yeah.
He said, just tell them, when you're 24, you're out the door.
24? That's another 8 years.
When you're 24, you're out the door.
I might already be out the door by then.
I was out the door at 19.
Anyway, no, like I always said, when Marley come along, I'll be working till I'm 100. Last one, a girl.
Well, you got a while to go.
She only just turned 10.
You got a while to go.
Yeah.
All right, we'll leave it at that. Detonator Jack.
Yeah, that's it.
Let's
We
go.
can't offer you any more. That's it.
$8, Pete.
Yeah, well, you've already got the 8s.
You watch the other leg of me multi get rolled and run fourth.
I'll just put a little bit extra on because I'm only getting 5s.
Just trying to think what I took.
In your multi?
Yeah, with Detonator Jack. I took something.
I might fix me multi up and wait for the Bendigo fields to come out and have it into serious statement.
Yeah.
Then should be a $4 chance.
5. You'll get 25 to
25, that'll do me. But I only have to have a little bit on at that price.
I really can't remember what I took in the other leg.
Has it not raced?
No, I'm pretty sure it's on Saturday in Melbourne.
Right. No.
Or wherever they are. Cranbourne.
Cranbourne.
Oh, that might have been a good idea. Oh, no, I'll tell you what I did. There's a horse up in Sydney. Sydney? No. Let me just start again. I took 2 horses in my multi. I did this so long ago. Detonator Jack in the Gong,
Yep.
$8.
Yep.
Into Comrade Rosa at Eagle Farm, Tony Golan.
Right.
Yeah, I used
to
to have the mare.
Right.
And I've been following that horse. And last start, just go back and have a look at its last run. I think it runs 4th. It was last on the bend. If it had got clear, it would have won.
Right.
And I think it's about a $3 chance. But we'll probably start even money.
Look
So
that
Comrade Rosa I took up in Eagle Farm.
I'll look that up.
I'm only sharing these to you to make you realise that just how bad a tipster Dennis Lewis is.
And I see he's not riding, but the final farewell tour over in Perth where Oliver starts.
Yep.
Railway Stakes.
He was on the front bar last night.
I did see that. Yeah.
That's the oldest looking child I've ever seen.
Yeah, that's that.
Was quite funny,
they're
right?
comical, those three. I do enjoy it.
Very good.
So yeah, Tuvalu of Smiths and Wallacing Roots. They look.
This is not his last day though, is it?
No, he's suspended still from the carnival. Then there's 3 more
So
Saturdays.
he'll ride in them and then
And I
that's
think the final day is the Damien Oliver, and they're hoping that he gets a good ride and that he can ride in his own race. So he's got 3 more Saturdays to go.
Would you take him in the D Oliver if he was in it?
Oh, they set up lots of boat races over there every weekend. Didn't
Wow.
they?
Well, on that note, have a great weekend.
We could win his D Oliver at Caulfield. He ran.
I mean, I am in no way affiliated with any comments Peter Morgani makes on air. They are all his own doing.
All that small writing down the bottom.
That's it. Till next weekend, I'm Darren Dance with Peter Morgani. Have a great weekend.
See you guys.